my behind the scenes of Today with Pastor Jay. So I have Dr. Rose White in the studio, and we're going to be talking about how adults will have an opportunity to go back to school. How cool would that be? And we'll just talk a little bit about our faith and how amazing she is and how accomplished she is and all this other great stuff. Okay. Oh, I better. Oh, I have headphones on. You know, I'm not. I have a sinus infection, and it is like, whoo. All right, let me put this here so my bracelets won't make
Okay.
noise.
Yeah, that's why I got my hands down
All
here.
right, I'm ready, Mark. Whenever you are.
You are now tuned in to Today with Pastor Jay on WNZF News Radio, where we discuss inspiring and informative news. And now here's your host, Pastor Jerlyn Denny.
Good morning. Good morning. Wake up and good morning. What a wonderful and beautiful day it is, and I'm so excited to be on the radio. And I come back after. Let me tell you, when you talk about God is so good, He is so amazing. In my life, and he never wastes a hurt. So I want to give a shout out and a thank you to the Palm Coast Observer for that beautiful article that they did on me receiving Inspirational Woman of the Year award. I'm the third recipient of that award. Um, and the first two recipients, get this, was First Lady Casey DeSantis and our Attorney General Ashley Moody, and then me. Talk about being in a class of some phenomenal and well accomplished women. I am humbled, and may my work speak for me and God get all the glory. In fact, when they got to me, I was like, I guess they just giving these things to anybody. And that's how I'm thinking to myself, other people see me as being well accomplished and other people see me as doing so many wonderful things in the world. I just see myself as serving. So to get an award, to be recognized for the work I do behind the scenes and stuff people don't see, and some of the stuff is before scenes, like, because I know when won 4 Telly Awards, hardly anybody talked about it. I got to give a shout out to Danielle Anderson, Flagler News Weekly. She did post an article about me winning 4 Telly Awards for my pro-life video. So want to thank her for that. But no one else really talked about it. So I'm just excited. Talk about being inspirational woman of the year. I was positive person of the month. Got to give a shout out also to Flagler County Buzz. I was positive person of the month. Also, I got the standing O with the Palm Coast Observer several years ago.
Wow.
So just want to share all those things because sometimes you got to remind yourself, whether you're doing something good or small that's good or whatever the case may be, that there are people watching you and
Absolutely.
God will elevate you. He will lift you up. Nothing that I applied for, nothing that I thought would happen in my lifetime, but God definitely does that. And it came at a time in my life when I was just a little down, doubting my effectiveness in the community and in all the spheres of influence that I'm in. But God has a way of saying, I see you, daughter. I
Hmm.
see you, daughter. I love you. And this is for you.
Yeah.
And he will do it right there in the midst of mess and
Yes.
in the presence of your enemies. With
Yes.
that being said, I want to welcome my phenomenal guest this morning, Dr. Rose White.
Oh, I wonder who is that? Who
That,
is that?
that's you,
Is
another
that-
phenomenal woman that have done so many amazing things. She has multiple international ministries. Y'all thought I was doing something. This lady is me times 50, I think it is. She's life coaching. She does a number of stuff. She's a pastor to pastors and have been in ministry twice as long as I have, if not longer. Um, Over 40 years,
Over
right?
40
Over
years.
40 years. I've been in ministry for about 20 now. So when I grow up, I want to be like you, Dr. Rose.
Oh my goodness
And when I
gracious.
grow up, I want to be like you, right?
My goodness. Well, only thing that I can say that it is truly a blessing just to be able to be here because one of the things, and we call her Pastor J, but she's also Dr. J, Dr. Jerlin as well. And I truly am honored to be in her midst. She truly is one that deserves people to know what she's doing because she deserves. I says, give honor to whom honor is due.
Now we're supposed to be talking about you.
And so, I'm excited because of even all the accomplishments that she has made and the awards that she is receiving. and people do need to know. So for me to be able to work alongside of her and do a little bit of what I do, the gifts make room for you,
They do.
and that's what's happening with her right now.
I always like to say my greatest accomplishment is witnessing the transformative power of Jesus Christ in the
Yes.
life of unbelievers.
Yes.
At the end of the
Yes.
day, that's really where it's
That's
at.
where it's at.
But we're going to talk about you because guess what? It's time for y'all to go back to school.
Yes,
The
yes,
children,
yes.
the students are going back to school and all
Yes.
this other. Everyone's going to elementary school. They're going back to colleges and universities, high schools, all of that.
Yes.
But I want to encourage you all to go to Bible college and seminary.
Yes.
Now, Dr. White, you are a woman with an accredited school.
Yes. Yes.
How does this happen? How did this come about?
Well, many, many years ago, back in 2009, life just began to change for me. And I love teaching anyway, but I just started teaching and ministering to people locally, people across using social media and Facebook. And so, I began to take this thing to a whole nother level and just started teaching. And at first it was higher call. It was an online, just teaching men and women, because I found that so many people really wanted to know the word. And when I went back to school, I was already up in age, but I had pastors coming in to the Bible college where I had attended when I first started. And this was in the early 90s. And I just asked some basic questions, such as, hermeneutics or homiletics. And I had a pastor literally tell me, well, what's that? They had no clue. And then we started talking about biblical things, just simple biblical things. And they did not know. And that's not to show anything negative. It just showed that we have a need for education, even for leaders. And being a leader myself, I recognize it's hard to lead if you yourself don't know how to lead, even when it comes to scripture. So I began to take this to heart, being concerned about other leaders. But as far as myself, it made me want to study more. So in 2014, after many years had passed and I'd continued, I began to look at taking the school now into that college setting. And I actually not only licensed, but then a few years later had the school accredited. It took me a while because there are many different things. Because
That's right.
Accredited is totally different.
Yeah, and it's not easy.
It's not easy, and it's a process in that. But at the same time, I wanted the college to be where its focus is on the Bible. It's
Right.
biblical principles.
Just biblical
It's
stuff.
biblical.
None of that
The other
foolish-
things is great, but what is it that men and women, especially those in ministry or those that are just wanting to have Bible enhancement, what is it that's important? Science is good, the history and all of these other things, but it's the Bible that we need. And so through the Bible college, that is what our focus is on, learning biblical principles, how to apply those biblical principles in our lives so that we can be effective in this earthen realm that we live in.
Well, I want to let everyone know that you're 100% online, but you're
Yes.
getting ready to do in-person classes here in Flagler County. And that's what we're celebrating today, those
Yes.
in-person classes in Flagler County. It's going to be at the Rock Transformation Center. Got to go to her website, which is globalbiblecollege.com. You
Yes.
can register there. It's very affordable.
Yes.
Wednesday evenings, I believe she's going to start having classes. And you're going from associates all the way up to doctoral degrees.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the great thing about this, because even though we have the undergraduate, we have the graduate, and we have the postgraduate. And even with this year launching in the physical setting, it's a wonderful thing because many people do want to they enjoy the online. But there are some men and women that find it better for them when they can come and actually sit in, be in a live setting with other students. It helps their growing, it helps that growth to be so much more. And so this is exciting for me now to be able to take from online and now have the access for students to come in a setting where they can learn in a classroom type.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the benefits of just attending a Bible college and seminary, whether you're called to ministry or not. Don't go anywhere, guys. Don't touch that dial. You are listening to Today with Pastor Jay. perfect timing then. All right. You ready?
All right.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're listening to Today with Pastor Jay, and I have Dr. Rose White from Global Bible College. She's in the studio. She is bringing her wealth of knowledge and information to Flagler County, where she is going to be offering in-person classes. In-person classes, Bible College and Seminary, which is phenomenal. Now, the benefits of it is great. And you're right. You said something earlier about how pastors didn't know a whole lot. Here's what most people don't realize. You're called by God to pastor.
Yes.
Period. You don't go to school to become a pastor. You go to school to help yourself be a better pastor.
That's right.
But when you're called to ministry, that's a calling that comes from God. And then when you get that calling, you need to take it serious. You need to be able to study. Study to show that self-approved, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you can have an opportunity online, 100% online, but now we're doing some in-person Bible college. Also, what I love about your program is you do have some certificate and diploma programs for people who don't want to pay. Those are free of charge.
Right.
And as I'm looking, have you noticed, or is it me? I'm probably one of the few people that still have Bible study, but a lot of churches now have gotten rid of Bible study. Yeah. People don't want to go to Bible study. They don't want to go to church. They just want to go for the speaking and the preaching on Sunday morning or whatever day that they have it, that they're going, Bible's not that's not that important. It doesn't fit in with my schedule. It's not that big a deal.
That's right. That's right. Because back in the day, I would say in 1978 and from the 70s, Wednesday night, they were called Wednesday night midweek Bible study, even down to Sunday morning Sunday school, which was a form of Bible school.
That's correct.
Every church was having Sunday school.
They would have Sunday school before they had service.
Absolutely.
The worship
it was
service.
Always. It got the people ready to receive that word, that preached word. So now we notice that over the years, things have changed. The midweek Bible study is really no more a lot of times. It's very small, very simple. And that is the least attended service for those that do have midweek Bible study. But then the Sunday school is completely gone altogether because people feel like it's not important. They feel like it's more for the evangelistic. It's more for the preached. It's more for the special programs. But Bible study is vital because we do need the word. That helps to guide our lifestyle. So I feel that this is the right time. This is a needed time. And I have seen a couple of things over the last couple of weeks, even when it comes to our younger generation, the younger adults. They are finding a desire. Young people as a whole, they really want to know what the Bible has to say. And so we need to get back into that place. More adults are now realizing, listen, I am called to preach the gospel, but I need to take my own education to a whole nother level. And that's what I see it myself. In my 60s, I realized that all that I know is not all that there is to know. So we should be desiring to know more. What we know is what we can now impart into someone else's life.
I'm excited about that because, I teach Bible study Wednesday mornings, for those of you who don't know, in person at 10 a.m. And I have people from different churches that come to the Bible study on Wednesday morning because for a number of reasons. One, their church don't offer a Bible study. Or two, the time isn't convenient.
Right.
Or three, because I'm awesome.
Right. That's exactly right.
I think it's the third one. No, because I break it down in simple terms.
Right.
It's fun. It's interactive. But unfortunately, those things are going away. Have you seen recently, and I haven't been watching the Olympics, but it's been a lot going around about them making fun of the Last Supper and, all different. Why is it that only Jesus and the Christian faith, that's the only one that's always under attack? Right. Nobody's talking about Buddha. No one's talking about all those dead gods. I said it.
That's
all
right.
those dead gods.
That's right.
They're forever talking about the living God.
That's right.
No one's mocking Scientology or any of these other religions. But the Christian religion is always under attack.
Right. And unfortunately, a lot of times people don't even understand when it comes to the biblical things, when it comes to the Last Supper. When I actually saw that, I was taken back by that. But because people don't even understand the significance of the Last Supper.
Exactly.
That is a problem. They do not understand because, in your
Which
typical
brings me
churches,
to my point is why
people don't
we
teach it.
need
That's
teaching.
why we need teaching, because
That's
even
why
down
we
with
need
that,
teaching. They
right?
have no idea,
No
which
clue.
is so important about the
Right.
Bible college and seminary.
Right.
You can come in. There's a free program for your certificate, get a
Right.
diploma or whatever,
That's right.
because no one knows. Which I saw Christians, or I should say people who call themselves Christians
Yes.
or claim to be Christian.
Yeah.
They couldn't even defend, not that the word of God stands on its own. You
That's
don't
right.
have to defend
That's
it.
right.
But they didn't even have enough
Right.
Bible in them,
Right.
Bible knowledge in them to even understand.
That's right. But then that's a course within itself called apologetics, being able to understand how to defend the faith.
Yes.
Because Buddha is going to defend, they defend theirs.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of these other religions, they defend theirs.
Mm-hmm.
We that have understand the truth of the Bible, we need to know how to defend the faith, to stand. The Bible does not need to be debated,
That's correct.
but the word needs to be defended.
The faith and the word needs to be defended.
That's right. So it's important that we know that. So again, just something as simple as the Lord's Supper,
Because the word stands
partaking
on
of the Lord's
itself.
Supper.
The word stands on itself. But if
Absolutely.
you don't know
That's right.
the word,
That's right.
then you have nothing to contribute.
That's right. That's right. And I remember the words of a late bishop that once said, "If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything." So therefore, you've got to know the word. You've got to stand on the word and not allow other things to take you off base.
I have prayer on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 6:30 a.m. that I've been doing that for over 10 years now. And my services are Sundays at 8:30. And there was a time, especially my prayer line, I would get on my prayer line and I have people all over. They'll come in and out. They knew that if they had a need, oh, we're going on Pastor Jay's prayer line, because there's power on the prayer line.
Right.
My prayer is going to be answered. And I began praying because the Lord said, hey, do that. It's TNT prayer line Tuesdays and Thursdays. But now I find myself on these prayer lines, not trying to change anyone, even on my Sunday service. I'm not trying to change anybody anymore, not in that respect, because the Holy Spirit is the one that's going to have to prick and convict them and draw them, right?
Yes.
But my focus have been because of the social pressures right now. People thinking what's wrong is right, what's right is wrong, right?
Yes.
And we have to hide the word of our heart so we don't sin against them.
That's right.
But I find myself now praying and teaching and preaching and exalting Jesus Christ, not for them anymore, not for anybody. I do it for myself because I don't want them to change me. The social pressure is so hard and so heavy that you're finding Christians who are supporting things that are not of God.
That's right.
They don't have enough word in them.
That's right. That's right.
To even talk about it, to discuss it, and they going off what somebody else have told them.
That's right.
Old churchmen, when you were there and the pastor gave you some scriptures and preach, you used to take notes and would go home and go, let me see if this is real. Let me see if this works, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What happened to that?
Oh my goodness. And I remember back in the day, you're exactly right. I would be sitting at the edge of my seat. That not only be my Bible, there's a notepad and there's a pen. I'm busy writing, but that love, even the Bible teaches that in the last days, the love of many is going to wax cold.
Yes, it is.
And so people have become
even the
cold.
very elect is going to be led astray.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the heart is becoming more cold, but the word will revive.
Amen.
The word will renew and the word will restore. And so it's important that we educate, that we bring out that word, that we go back to basics. I used to have a class every Sunday morning called Going Back to Basics. That's where we need to be.
We do.
That's where pastors and churches need to be.
If you could have a foundation, basic knowledge, and no one can shake that.
That's exactly
all right. We
right.
got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. You are listening to Today with Pastor Jay. Doing it.
Oh my goodness, I feel the presence of the Lord.
Okay, let me do this. Make sure I have Natalie's information. I have a new sponsor, so I make sure I have her. And you go, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What's her address? I'll just give them the website. I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Church on the Rock. Thank you so very much for sponsoring today with Pastor Jay. And my new sponsor, Massage by Natalie and Company. Go to massagebynatalie.org. Schedule an appointment. She got those magic hands. You hear me? Gotta have some magic hands. So I want to thank her for sponsoring our show. Oh my goodness. Can we just pause right there? Because I want to get what I wanted, the Church of Laugh thing. There's a couple of them I know.
Yeah, which one? There's one that says new song edit.
No, not that one.
One is like 5 minutes.
Did I give you Church of Laugh? It's the drive-through church one.
Yeah.
Okay. Display. Okay. I gotta tell you what a bit.
Welcome to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Hi, I'd like a 25-minute sermon and some upbeat worship music, please. Nothing too crazy, though. And I don't like to stand until the very end.
Certainly. Please drive forward. Have a blessed day.
No standing until the end, right?
Of course not, sir. Here at FTU CCUSA, we get your order right the first time, every time, all the time, and on time until the end of time. Have a blessed day.
Okay, I'm gonna want to play that one and then this next one, and then we'll talk about
Welcome to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Can I get some children's ministry, please, with games, please? Lots of games. And, can I have some movies, too, but please, no Veggie Tales, because, girls, I don't like the Veggie Tale songs. They get stuck in my head. Okay? Then I'd like the multicolored fishy crackers, please, not the plain gold ones. We've got those at home. Okay, we've got those. We've got those. And a cry room. Do you guys have a cry room?
Certainly.
Okay, can I get a leather chair and surround sound, please, in my cry room?
Certainly. Can I interest you in some of our John the Baptist gummy locusts for your children?
No. Girls, no. No, thank you.
Have a blessed day.
We want the new Buddy Christ, Mom! Please!
it. Okay, just those two. How much time was that? Less than a minute. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go to that, and I'll just tee in. And I'm saying, guys, I want y'all to listen to this. Okay, let me know when you're ready that I can talk, and then I'll cue you. So, Dr. White, I love sharing videos and stuff and everything, and I came across one about the drive-through church because everything is being so watered down. People want to go to church to get something instead of to receive something, right? Instead of receiving a word from God, they want to go and get something, and they have all these demands on pastors. So I ran across this YouTube video called "The Drive-Through Church," and we're going to listen to it a little bit, and then we're going to discuss it.
Welcome to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Hi, I'd like a 25-minute sermon and some upbeat worship music, please. Nothing too crazy, though. And I don't like to stand until the very end.
Certainly. Please drive forward. Have a blessed day.
No standing until the end, right?
Of course not, sir. Here at FTU CCUSA, we get your order right the first time, every time, all the time, and on time until the end of time. Have a blessed day. Welcome to First Trinity Unity Community Church of the United States. How can we feed you today?
Can I get some children's ministry, please, with games, please? Lots of games. And, can I have some movies, too, but please, no Veggie Tales, because, girls, I don't like the Veggie Tale songs. They get stuck in my head. Okay? Then I'd like the multicolored fishy crackers, please, not the plain gold ones. We've got those at home. Okay, we've got those. We've got those.
Are John the Baptist gummy locusts for your children?
No. Yes, no. No, thank you.
Have a blessed day.
We want the new
Oh my goodness. So that's where we are right now. That's exactly where we are. People want to come to church. They have their own ideals of that. They don't know anything. They're more interested in everything else. And this is where the Global Bible College and Seminary will come in because they will be accountable to
Yes.
study and read the word. You don't want to be like those people in the drive-through church.
Right.
You really don't.
Absolutely. Even when you think about the mother that was talking about asking for driving through wanting with games,
Hmm.
again, there are things that we're not so serious about anymore. We got to have it. And right now, people are driving up getting games. They're getting programs. They're getting events, but they're not getting the word. They need to be filled. And even when she had talked about having those Veggie Tales, she didn't want that because it was stuck in her head.
Hmm.
We've got to get the word and allow that to be applied in our heart. Pastor Geraldine just mentioned a few minutes ago that we might not sin against him. And the word we need in our hearts, because that word will help us from sinning against God. And even if we should stray and go on a wrongful path, that word will come back and it will steer us back on that rightful path. And unfortunately, many parents don't have, that teaching. They don't have the Bible. They can't teach it to their children. They're
Hmm.
sending their kids Sunday after Sunday. Just let them play games. Well, we need more than playing games today.
And people aren't seeking God anymore, and our churches have been so changed around to seeker-friendly churches. But the Word of God says no one understands, no one seeks God.
Right.
He draws them.
Yes.
No one is seeking Him. So when you
Yes.
flip your churches all around,
Yes.
it's crazy. So it's affordable.
Yes.
It's only the college is affordable. It's only
Yes.
$33 a credit hour.
Yes. And they just know when you go to the website, which is www.globalbiblecollege.com, you will see the various programs. You will also see the various costs. But with the associates programs, some of those programs is as low as $33 per credit hour. Of course, that will change as you move from different level to
That's
different
affordable.
programs.
That's
And so, but
affordable.
at the end of the day, we are still very affordable, and we have monthly fees where you are able to get in-house financing.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. All right, guys. You know what I say? Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. What are you going to do today? Today, you're going to go to globalbiblecollege.com, get some information, fill it out, and get some education on. You want to be like the drive-through church people. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.